Cyprus native Justine Wong-Orantes has reached the highest levels in the world of volleyball, winning a national championship at Nebraska, winning a gold medal for Team USA at the Tokyo Olympics, all while representing both her Asian and Hispanic heritage. Our Jaime Maggio sat down with her to learn what made Justine into the champion she is today.
You guys won the gold at Tokyo, and that was the first gold for the USA women's volleyball program. What was it like to be a part of that team?
For me, looking up to all the people that came before me, and then of course the girls that will come after us, it feels like we just really put USA volleyball on the map for women's volleyball.
You were born with volleyball in your blood. Mom and dad both played. So who was it, mom or dad, that first took you out and put a volleyball in your hand?
They would probably argue as to who was the first person, but I do recall my dad taking me to a volleyball camp and just starting to throw the ball around.
In terms of volleyball players, you're on the shorter side, which I'm not calling you short, I'm 5'6" as well, but in volleyball terms, that you don't necessarily have the height advantage. Did that haunt you at times in your career? How did you overcome that?
The one person that I really just credit is my mom. She was my biggest supporter and just always was, she obviously was a little bit shorter too with being 5'2", so I think she always had that just that push to give me.
You were sort of thrown into the libero position.
In high school, I was a junior, and we were playing for junior nationals at Mizuno Long Beach, and so it's a club tournament that everyone just goes, and it's kind of the best of the best. My coach had come up to me and out of the blue, so random, was like, hey, we're gonna put you at libero for this next match, and I was like, okay. You bring both jerseys just in case we need to switch, and I didn't have it, so I had to ask one of the younger teams to borrow the jersey. At that age, there was a bunch of college coaches kind of roaming the courts and getting ready to recruit and stuff, and so Nebraska actually came onto our court, and at that time they were able to talk to me face to face, and I was with my mom. We set up an official visit, and it kind of was all a fairy tale story from there.
That position is tailor-made for Justine, and she crushes it. Her primary responsibilities are to receive the serve. When they send the ball over, we want every serve going to her. If we can make that happen, it's not quite possible to do that. She can't cover the whole court herself. To play great defense when the other team is attacking, to set the ball when we make a defensive play, and to be this calming influence on everyone, and to be almost like a captain of the backcourt, to direct what's going to happen when the other team's serving and direct what's going to happen when the other team's attacking.
And how proud is your family of you for being able to do this, and not just representing your country, but also Chinese Mexican background to represent those cultures as well? For
me, growing up and playing, and I credit this to Mizuno Long Beach, we, Joy Mackenzie Furbringer, who's the club director, her and her husband welcomed everyone. I never felt like I had to back away or be turned down. I grew in love with the sport, and I think for me that's what I want to pride myself in, is just being that one person on USA Volleyball, and kind of being a role model to those younger little girls.
Very cool. Now, the road to the next gold medal for Team USA starts this weekend with the women's Olympic qualification tournament in Poland.